What's up YouTube? Thank you very much for checking back in. If you're an old subscriber, I really do appreciate your support. And if you're a new viewer, thank you very much for your time and for clicking on the video. And consider subscribing if you want to learn about how to lose fat and achieve six-pack abs, lose weight, get the physique that you'd like, whilst fitting around your current lifestyle and not having to restrict certain foods. To start off this video, I'm going to show you my most emotional set I think I've done in a long time when squatting.
Right. 3, 2,
My forearms burned so much at the end of that third set of 10 reps with 115 kilos, which is a PR for me. Because actually, I'm going to do a whole video on this. A couple of weeks ago, I struggled to do 6 reps with 115 kilos, and now I've managed to build up to doing 3 sets of 10. But I just want to show you with that set about how much mental and emotional strength is needed sometimes when your brain is telling you that you can't lift a certain weight, but then your body actually can keep going. You just need to not listen to your brain and almost turn it off. And if you're somebody who experiences lightheadedness and is a bit uncomfortable with that feeling of lightheadedness, that you really don't need to worry. It's just usually, in my opinion, you're in a bit of an oxygen debt because you're having to hold your breath whilst under a heavy bar because you're bracing your core. But just here to give you a brief training update before we move on to some other epic bits of the video with cool eating, as well as some training updates and equipment updates in my PT setup. I'm actually going to be joining an Olympic weightlifting gym in Storrington, which is close to where I live in the UK, West Sussex, where they're going to teach me how to do the clean and jerk and snatch properly, which is going to help me with my journey to get one step closer towards the CrossFit Games, which I'm aiming for. If you're new to the channel, I'm hopefully, eventually in 8 years' time, I'm aiming for the CrossFit Games, to see if I can become the fittest man on earth. But you should definitely be aiming high, whoever you are. Just don't, the sky's the limit, you know what I mean?
People killing, people dying, shouldn't hurt you, hear them crying. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us, and some guidance from above. 'Cause right now people...
Hello, how's everybody doing? That squat workout was good, but whoo man, quite emotional. Oh, we got mail. Intrigued by this package, hang on. It's only a book for me, man. If you'd like a free fat loss ebook that I published a while back that lots of people have downloaded, then get it in the YouTube description. It's the first link. You can click it and download it for free when I email you straight away. Hang on, I gotta get a yogurt out the fridge. How good are you guys at balancing?
People have me questioning, where is the love?
Going with smooth raspberry flavour today. I'm sorry as well, I haven't uploaded 2 episodes of my How to Lose Fat and Gain Muscle Fat Loss course this week, just because I have a uni assignment during the next Monday and Wednesday, which I'm slightly behind on. I just need to make my lunch for work and then transform my clothing. Hello. How's babes? How you doing? There we go, what a nice little fass. I've got changed for work, but I need some food first because I'm starving after squat. See you downstairs. Whoa, you came downstairs quickly. I'm having 4 chocolate chip Snacker Jacks, 5 caramel Snacker Jacks, 4 Sainsbury's corn thins, mixed and dipped into this light, fat-free Greek yogurt from Miller, raspberry flavour. It's delicious, 74 calories. I'm going to be reading a bit of my nutrition assignment and watching some YouTube before I go to work from 2 till 9, and then I'll see you once I get back. Enjoy the video. my dinner, I had 300 grams of mixed vegetables alongside some steak slices as well as white potato, and top that off with garlic salt and tomato ketchup. Then after that, I had 2 chocolate chip rice cakes, 3 packets of Sainsbury's chocolate corn thins, and then a go-ahead bar alongside some of Tesco's quite cheap but very tasty chocolate bars. Then this is a really good low-calorie ice cream from Carte d'Or called Light Vanilla, which is 145 calories per 100 grams. I definitely recommend it if you're on low calories. Hello. Gimme. You want some? Gimme. Oh! Fast forward to the next day. I've been reading through my nutrition assignment, but I'm one of those people. See if you guys can relate to it, and let me know in the comment section below if you're like this. But I read over something over and over again, get slightly anxious that I've got it wrong, and I mean completely wrong, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist. It's very annoying sometimes. In case you're wondering, I'm really sweaty. I'm glad you're not actually sat next to me right now, because you'd be holding your hand over your nose. I've just been for my just over 7-mile run. I do this again to work on my aerobic capacity, and I still like competing in 10Ks. Who knows, after I've competed in CrossFit, I'm going to continue to do it for, well, the aim is to eventually win the CrossFit Games. Then I've been watching a documentary by Sarah, it's either Sigmund's daughter, well, this girl right there, and she is aiming to compete at the Olympic Games after doing CrossFit. I would like to do the same thing, but first of all, obviously, I've got to do CrossFit. I've still got to learn the clean and jerk and the snatch first. When I got home from my lifeguard shift, I wanted to cover this topic for those of you who sometimes plan to eat at specific times during your work day, but then you find that you don't actually have the opportunity for a break at work. Then your eating is pushed back and you feel slightly anxious that you can't get certain meals in. Try and get away from that if you're that kind of person, because I've had this before where I've done like a 9-hour shift and I hadn't had the opportunity to have a break. So for example, from a 2 till 9 shift or 12 till 9 shift in the past, I thought I was going to have a break at 6 where I was going to be able to have my couscous concoction. It's famous. If you haven't seen it, check out this recipe up here. No, recipe up here, sorry. And because I wasn't able to have it, it was still able to keep in the fridge for another day. But because I was having my dinner so soon after I got back from work when I finished at 9 o'clock, I was thinking I don't really want to have my couscous concoction because I'm going to feel really bloated when I have my dinner. So instead, go for a more calorie dense food. So I think in this instance, I had rice cakes and peanut butter instead of my couscous concoction. I did miss out on having some vegetable portions. On this day, I just wanted to get the calories in, and I think I might have only got 3 of my 5 a day in instead of my 5. As long as you're normally eating your 5 a day and getting your minimum micronutrient intake in, I think sometimes, in my opinion, you can eat slightly less if you're too busy or if you find that your work schedule is a bit kaput. Kaput's a weird word, isn't it? I hope that makes sense, though. I've got to continue reading over my nutrition assignment. I've got staff training later, and I might even be going for a drive before my driving test this coming Thursday. I'm really scared. Can anybody else drive? Any tips would be very helpful. Can you hear it? That's rain. I had to train in it this morning. I've just had somebody come round for a session to train in it. All of last week it was raining with my personal training sessions, and we started off the week with it raining. I don't know if it'll ever stop. I was going to show you some bits of equipment that I've got for my PT, but it's raining outside, so I can only show you a few bits in here. I'm sorry. I've got gardening gloves, which I always wear when I train outside, just to keep my hands warm. It's quite essential, actually. Then this is the fitness studio bike I have. I got this on Amazon. It was roughly £150, I think, and then £15 postage and packaging, so 165 altogether. It's really good. The seat isn't the most comfortable, but you can fit it in a really tight gap, and it's something that's very good to have in front of the telly if you want to do some exercise when you're inside whilst watching your favourite TV programme, but obviously we're in my side passage here. I've got ankle weights down here, the rest of them are outside. These are really good for improving your abs, strengthening your core, so you'll be able to develop your abs and have better looking abs if you're concerned about aesthetics and looking good. But just having a strong core anyway will help you with lower back pain and improve your capacity to perform everyday tasks. I've got 0.5 kilos down there for each ankle. I've got 2 kilos for each ankle outside, as well as 5 kilos for each ankle outside. That's the heaviest they go. This is a wall ball. I like to use it as a medicine ball or a slam ball. I still actually need to learn how to use wall balls and do the proper movement. I've got a 14 kilo kettlebell here. I think it's from eBay, but you can get these on Amazon relatively cheap as well. It's quite a thick handle, so not the best with grip, but very affordable. It's about £20 or 14 kilos. Bear in mind that sometimes 14 kilo kettlebells can cost about 32 quid. If you'd like me to do some more tutorial based videos about how to use home fitness equipment and how to do home workouts if you aren't able to go to a gym for whatever reason, let me know in the YouTube description. And if you'd like to pick up any of these items to have at your home, I've left links to all the products in the YouTube description. They are affiliate links, so you will be supporting me if you decide to use them, because when you buy the product or buy something on Amazon within a 24-hour period of clicking and using my link, I will get a commission for it. So thank you in advance if you decide to do that, but if not, no worries.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit.
Thanks again for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to check out a free fat loss course I've been posting about recently, then go ahead and click the YouTube card up here. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, I'd really appreciate if you did so you can support me on my journey to hopefully becoming a great CrossFit athlete, fingers crossed. But more importantly, please let me know if you would like any encouragement or motivation from me, because I love hearing about other people's training. Plus I've got a whole AA community, so make sure you interact with people in the comment section below. And if you check me out on Instagram, I post regularly on there and people comment on my videos, and I like to talk to my Instagram community on Instagram Live regularly, so please make sure you go and follow me on Instagram. Have a great rest of the day. Make sure you hit the notification bell, because I will be uploading the next episode of my How to Lose Fat and Gain Muscle series later on this week. I'll see you guys in my next video.